Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to My State MLS. My name is Dave. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. Hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. We all know that Memorial Day is kind of the official, unofficial kickoff to summer. So what we wanted to do today is we wanted to take some time to talk about turning up the heat this summer when it comes to your real estate transactions, how you're going to be able to get more customers, get more clients, and hopefully get more deals and make this summer the best summer yet. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ask you the question, how you plan on boosting your summer season. And let me know what you plan on doing to make the summer of 2021 your best summer yet. How do you plan on getting more sales? How do you plan on getting more customers? How do you plan on getting more clients? And let me know what you plan on doing to make 2021 your best year yet. Seeing a lot of good ideas on here. I'm having a hard time picking a good one, but I'm going to go with my gut. And by my gut, I'm going to actually mean my stomach because this one has my mouth watering. Yale Goldman says he's going to have a welcome back barbecue for their client base. So that speaks to me, and everyone knows the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And right there, barbecue, sign me up. That is a great way to get people thinking about real estate again, is have yourself a little mixer and see who's hot in the market. Let them know that you're thinking about them because you got to remember referrals go a long way. You may have past clients, yeah, they just bought their house last year. They don't plan on buying a house again, but they might have relatives that are planning on moving. They might have friends that are planning on moving. Their neighbor say, "Hey, who was it that listed your house again?" So definitely a great way to get some clients going. So one thing that I want to talk about now is that especially when we're talking about the market is we know that 2021 is certainly a hot sellers market. If anything, last year proved to be an interesting year for real estate. Lots of markets saw a huge influx in inventory. Other markets didn't really see the effects of COVID-19 as much, but we're certainly seeing that trend continuing in 2021. And we're seeing now that areas have lower inventory, sellers are certainly going to be able to get the best price for their home. We've seen over the course of the past year, homes going for 10, 20% more than the asking price. So many buyers going into bidding wars, going well above that list market price for a property because they are hot for that property. They want to win that property. So certainly we're hoping that trend continues for all of you that are listing properties, all those that are looking to sell their home to be able to get the best deal possible. Of course, for buyers, may not necessarily be the same situation because they know that they've got to go into these bidding wars. They know that they've got to put in that first offer can't even be close to the listing price. Typically, in years past, we've seen that people can kind of offer a few grand less, have some more wiggle room for negotiating. But right now, it's you have to go all out and make sure you've got some extra money to go above and beyond even just that list price. So knowing that it's a difficult market, there's limited inventory, you know you've got to fight for that homeowner's business. So right now you've got to set yourself apart from the competition because let's face it, when a homeowner wants to put their home on the market, they're not just going to search brokers near me and call the very first person that pops up and say, that's the person I'm going to go with. Lots of homeowners, they do their due diligence. They're doing their research. They're going on your website. They're making sure that you're a legitimate company. They look at your history. They're going to check reviews. So what you've got to do is you've really got to go ahead and set yourself apart from your competition so you can get more of those sales, get more of those transactions. So how are we going to do that? We're going to want to set yourself apart from the competition. If you don't have one already, make sure you've got a website built. Make sure it's up to date. Make sure you have a good social media presence. All of this stuff certainly comes into play, especially when buyers and homeowners are doing their research about who you are. If you've got an old website, it's out of date. It's not going to leave a good taste in their mouth because they're going to say, this website hasn't been updated in a year or two. Are they even still in business? If it looks like that you're not in business anymore, they may just keep on going by. They may not even try to give you a call or send you an email because your website just looks old and out of date. So make sure that you've got a up-to-date website, making sure it is fresh and new. The same thing goes with your social media. Make sure that your social media presence is active, that you have a routine schedule of when you're posting. Um, I didn't want to go too much into the online presence today because we will be talking about that next week. So if you haven't registered for that webinar, make sure you sign up for that so you can join Amanda so she can tell you all you need to know about making sure your presence is known when it comes to being online. So if you haven't registered for that webinar just yet, make sure you log on after this webinar to MyStateMLS.com and click on the webinar section on the resources tab at the top right of your screen. And as we move forward, we said you want to set yourself apart from your competition, not just online, but being able to offer your customers, your clients more. Because like I said, you're not the only one going on that listing appointment. You need to make sure that you offer everything you possibly can. You put everything on the table that's going to set you apart from everyone else. So what are some of the things that you can offer homeowners and customers that they may not be getting from the competition in your area? The first thing, let's talk about maximum exposure. The first thing you want to be able to do is tell those clients that you're going to be able to get their listings out as many places as possible, because we know those clients, as soon as that contract is signed and you've put it on the market, we know that they're Googling their address. They're clicking refresh on their browser every hour on the hour to make sure they know exactly where their home is being marketed on the internet. We've all dealt with those customers. So what you need to do is, if you can offer more syndications to your homeowners, which mean those third-party sites. So yes, you can go on Zillow, Trulia, Homes, Home Finder, but if you can offer even more websites to a homeowner, that could help you get that lead, get that sale, and of course, more money in your pocket. On the customer side of things, can you set up email alerts for your clients? Once a new listing is on the market, you want to make sure you're the first person to let your buyers know about it. You don't want them to know first. You don't want them to find it on Zillow or on Realtor.com before you even knew it existed. So if you can create saved searches and drip email campaigns that send those automatic emails to your customers every time a new listing matches their needs and their wants, that's going to be a great thing for you, because it's going to show to them that yes, you're on top of this. You are doing searches for them. You have them in mind. When in fact, all you did was you used your MLS platform to go in, create a saved search, and send out automatic email campaigns whenever a new listing matching their needs came up on the market. So having a drip email campaign is certainly a great way to make sure those listings are getting in front of your buyers first, and they know that it's coming directly from you. Also, when it comes to searching for homes, we know that 2020 has changed the way people work. Lots of people went working remotely. I know I work from home typically. If you've been on webinars before, you've seen me in live videos, you know I usually typically work from my play cave down in my basement. Right now, I'm actually in the Adirondacks right now, surrounded by pine trees and nature. A little rainy today, but that's okay. And here I am working remotely, giving you this presentation today. And we are now seeing a big boost in more jobs allowing for remote work. And what that's doing is that's giving homeowners the ability to now work wherever they want. They can now live wherever they want. That means they can move out of state. They can move to the other side of the state. They can move to the other side of the country. And they don't have to worry about being tied down to a specific location because of where their job is. If their job is now saying, yes, you can now work remotely, you can now work in other parts of the state, you can work in other parts of the country, that opens up a wide door of possibilities for your customers to be able to search where they always dreamed of living, but never thought they actually could because of their career. And now what you can do is offer them search tools that can help them search nationwide. So if you can search for those homeowners, and again, search nationwide, you never have to worry about losing them as a customer. When you're licensed by your state, typically you say, oh, I can only do transactions in my state. I can't help you look for homes in Colorado or in Florida or California. I'm not licensed there. But if you've got the search tools to allow you to search for homes across the entire country, whether they're looking for a winter or summer home, or maybe they want to find a second home, or they are those homeowners that now work remotely and can work anywhere in the country. You don't have to worry about losing them as a customer, because you can still offer them the search tools and look for homes that fit their needs no matter where they are. and then be able to connect them with the listing agent. You may not be able to collect a traditional co-broke for that listing because you're not licensed in that state. However, with the proper tools, you can send a referral agreement out to that listing agent in any other state. Say, I've got some customers here in New York. They're thinking about moving to Colorado. They really love that area. They love the mountains. I would like to send them to you. We saw some of your properties. We really like them. Can we send you a referral agreement? That agent in Colorado, of course, not wanting to miss out on an opportunity to sell that home they've listed, miss out on an opportunity to get a new customer, a new client, they're going to say, absolutely, send them my way. I will send that agent a referral agreement. We'll work out the deal. And then I'll send my clients out to Colorado to find that next home with them. After they've bought their home, the contract's been signed, the ink's dried, that agent's going to collect their commission. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to collect my referral fee based on the agreement that we had previously before I sent my clients out to them. So how can we do all of these things that we just talked about? Well, My State MLS could be the solution that you're looking for. My State MLS is a nationwide MLS and referral network that offers low-cost memberships to brokers, agents, and entire offices across the entire country. And with our low-cost alternative MLS, that's going to give you the tools you need to do your business every single day without having to make sacrifices. So all the things that we just talked about, the listing syndication, the search tools, the automatic drip emails, My State MLS offers all of those things, so you're going to be able to go ahead and continue doing your business with a nationwide platform. And that's going to be the thing that sets you apart from your competition. Again, that's what we talked about at the very beginning of this, is to boost your sales this summer. The thing you've got to do is set yourself apart from everyone else in your area. We know that those homeowners, those buyers, what they're going to do is they're probably meeting with different brokers throughout the week. What you've got to do is set yourself apart from everyone else that they're meeting with. And typically, everyone gives the same exact spiel. Yes, I'm going to put your listing in the local MLS. It's going to get on those third-party sites. But by being in My State MLS, you're going to be able to say, yes, I could put your listing in the local MLS, but what if I went above and beyond that? What if I put your listing in a nationwide MLS that's going to be seen by brokers across the entire country? On top of that, I'm going to give you worldwide syndication. I'm not just going to send your listing to Zillow, Trulia, and Realtor.com. That's not enough. I'm going to send your listing out to over 100 different sites around the world. So not only can it be seen by buyers here in the US, it can also be seen by buyers around the world who may be thinking about relocating to the United States. And that's what you do to set yourself apart from your competition. So let's kind of talk about My State MLS and how it offers those things. So the first thing I want to talk about is that enhanced listing exposure. Again, you're going to go to that listing appointment. You're going to say, yes, I'll put it on the MLS. I can put it on Zillow and Trulia, but My State MLS offers enhanced listing syndication. So as I mentioned, we send to about 120 different sites around the world. We do the big five again, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Homes and Home Finder. On top of that, we also send to sites like Apartments.com. We also use ListHub, which sends out to about another 7 dozen sites domestically. And then we also send to sites like Brevitas, which specializes in commercial listings. We also do Apartments.com, Localized City, which covers listings in major metropolitan areas. And then we also have our List Globally and our international syndication partners as well. What's really cool about My State MLS is when you put a listing into the platform, you're given the options as to which sites you send your listing to on each individual listing. We know that some MLSs, it's either all or nothing. You don't get any say as to where your listings go. But with our platform, you can select where you want your listing to go on every single listing. So if you're working with a high profile client or someone that doesn't want their listing to be seen on the major websites for one reason or another, you can go in and you can select those sites on or off at any time. But now let's go ahead, let's take a dive in and search for homes in My State MLS. If you haven't visited us before, you can log on to our website at any time by visiting MyStateMLS.com. If you need to create an account, you can just go ahead, click on that sign up button right at the center of the screen. That's going to take you right through the process, and you can essentially have your account up and running within the same day. And as I mentioned before, we offer pricing for both individuals, whether you're a broker or a salesperson, as well as entire offices. Scrolling down, you're going to see that we have both monthly and yearly pricing for an individual. It's $40 a month. With that plan, there is no long-term commitment and you can cancel at any time. With yearly billing, it's $330 for a full year. And that's going to save you $150 over that monthly rate by committing to that full year. If you're a broker and you think your entire office could benefit from having My State MLS, we also offer discounted office pricing. And the way that works is we give accounts to all of your agents at your firm while the company pays a greatly reduced bundled rate. And if you're interested in that, what I'll do is I'll put my information up at the end of this webinar so you can go ahead and get in touch with me and we can go over some of the options for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and log into my My State MLS account. We're going to go ahead and see my MyStateMLS dashboard. Again, MyStateMLS is a separate platform, separate from any other local MLS that you may be part of. If you are already part of a local MLS, you can certainly use MyStateMLS in addition to that. And that's kind of what we're talking about today, is setting yourself apart from your competition. So if everyone else in your area is already part of your local MLS, by including MyStateMLS into your sales pitch, that could be what sets you apart from your competition to win that listing from that client. When it comes to searching for homes, we have a couple different ways on how you can do it. We have our database of listings that are populated by My State MLS members. Then we also have our nationwide search tool, which I mentioned earlier, which allows you to search for listings across the entire country, regardless if you're licensed there or not. So let's just go ahead and do a quick search. I'm going to click on search on the left-hand sidebar. And you're going to see we have a very advanced search here where we could go ahead and put in all this different information. But what I want to do is I'm just going to go to our quick search here, and I'm just going to search for homes in Clearwater, Florida. And I'm going to search for homes that are for sale. Now, what's really cool about My State MLS is the way we allow you to search for properties. Right now, we're looking at a spreadsheet view, which gives me a lot of information about all of those different properties. But if we wanted, if I head on down to the tools dropdown, we're going to see we have a bunch of different views, such as a thumbnail view, which would allow me to see thumbnails of all the listings. Or I could also go to a map view, which would allow me to see all the listings as they populate on a map. I'm just going to go ahead and go to the thumbnail view for now. I know Eileen had some questions about doing searches and how you can create those automatic drip email searches. So that's what we're going to do right now. So now that I've gone ahead and I've created my search criteria, what I can do is I can go ahead, click on Tools. I'm going to go ahead and click Save Search. I'm going to call this Homes for Eileen, and I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And you're going to see we've got Drip Campaign here. If I click Drip this search, what it's now going to do is it's going to send an email every time there's a new listing matching my search criteria, or if there's a property with a price change. So let's say something was in the higher end of the spectrum, just outside of the price range that we put, and they dropped it down to say 118. That's now going to put it in our price range. So that's now going to send an email out to Eileen. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop in her email, and that'll send her automatic emails every time a listing matches her search criteria. I'm going to turn this off for now, just in case that's a real email. I don't think it is, but we'll turn it off for now. So that's searching for properties within My State MLS. Again, even though I'm licensed in just one state, I can search nationwide within our database. But let's go beyond that. Let's search for listings from different MLSs across the entire country. To do that, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up Access Find, also known as Professional Search. For those that are not familiar, Professional Search is a powerful tool created by Realtor.com. And on the surface, people may be saying, well, that just looks like regular Realtor.com. While it does look similar to the public version of Realtor.com, the regular consumer version, this is actually much, much different. What this does is this not only takes listings from the different MLSs across the entire country, but it's also going to combine it with historical record data, past MLS data, and put that all into a very comprehensive search tool. So you're going to have the best search results possible. So let's go back to that previous example that I had before. I've got some clients here in New York. They've decided that, you know what, our jobs, they let us work remotely. So we've decided we're gonna finally move to our dream town of Denver, Colorado. We love that city. We love the people there. We want to move there. So I say, all right, well, you know what? Come on down to my office. Let's do a screen share. And I'm going to go ahead. We're going to search Denver, Colorado for you. So that'd be great. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to look for something in their price range. They want at least 3 beds. And if they can get 2 baths, let's see if we can find 2 baths for them. So perfect. So we did our search for Colorado, for Denver, between 250 and 300,000 with 3 bedrooms and at least 2 baths. Now, what we can do is we can start going through. By default, it's going to give us the properties as they are the newest. And what we can do again, maybe we're sitting together at an office. Maybe I'm doing a screen share. And again, just very similar to traditional realtor.com. This is going to allow us to look at the property. We're going to be able to see that property description as it was entered in by the listing agent. But then again, we can also get historical information about this property as well. So again, this property just listed yesterday. So we're making sure that my customers are the very first to know about it. And what I want to do is I want to pull up a slightly older listing here. Because I want to scroll down and show you exactly how powerful of a tool this is. So this is great. So I've pulled up this house in Denver, Colorado. Right now it's pending, that's fine. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you how we can see historical records for this property. So right now it's listed for 266. Looks like it actually sold. I don't know why, but it looks like it sold for even more than that just last year. But here we go. What I wanted to show you is we can actually see essentially side-by-side photos of this property. And that's really cool because let's say this home, again, it's listed for 266 now. But let's say we were looking at the historical records and it said, oh, but this only sold for 100,000 2 years ago. Well, we could say, well, let's see why. And we'd be able to scroll through the photos and say, oh, well, this has been an obvious flip. We can see the previous photos here and see all the work that they've done. So that makes sense that it's now $200,000 more expensive. But let's say we found this house. We're doing that screen share. We're doing we're sitting in the conference room at my office. I've got this up on the big screen and my clients are looking at it and they say, this house is perfect. So I can say, all right, well, you know what? Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get in contact with this listing agent for you. What's really cool is ProSearch makes it really easy to get in touch with the listing agent. I can see Tanya's name right here. I can see her phone number. We can see she's from KW Realty, Denver Southeast. So first, maybe I'll just try calling her cell phone here and see if I can get in touch with her. Get in touch, say, Tanya, this is Dave. I've got some clients here in New York. They're thinking about moving to Denver. We saw your property on Dakota Ave. I would love to refer them out to you. Tanya, not wanting to lose out on a possible deal, saying, of course, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to send you an agent referral form. And what you can do is go to your resources and forms page of your MyStateMLS account, find that agent referral agreement, and say, all right, Tanya, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill out this agent referral form. I'm going to send it back to you. What's the best email for you? I'm going to fill it out. And we're going to see at the very bottom, it's got referral agreement details. And so this is going to say that following the closing of a property, I'm going to be able to collect a percentage, a flat dollar amount, whatever Tanya and I agree upon. After she and I both sign this, I'm going to say, all right, here's my client's information. Here's their phone numbers. Here's their emails. Give them a call. They're really excited to hear from you. They really want to check out this house as soon as possible. And if not, hopefully you can find something that does fit their needs. My clients move out to Colorado. They actually put in an offer in on this house. They sold it. Tanya is going to be able to collect her commission. And then what she's going to be able to do is she's now going to be able to cut me a check because she and I had this agent referral agreement. And that again, all done through My State MLS. So if you use My State MLS as that listing tool, as that selling tool, that could mean more money for you. And that's exactly what we're looking for as we grow our business in 2021. And you know what? We did the math. So if you were to use My State MLS as a marketing tool, as a listing tool, the benefits are going to add up. So if you were to just get one extra listing by using My State MLS or one extra closing, or a agent referral and you refer customers and clients out to other agents across the country, those commissions could pay for your MLS. So let's do the math for a particular listing. Let's say you just got one extra listing. That listing ended up being $250,000. Let's say that's the closing costs. If you were to split that, maybe you only got 3% commission on this property. Who knows? Maybe you represented both sides, you got even more. But if you were to do that one extra listing and just get that one extra commission of 3% of $7,500, that single commission could pay for 22 years of My State MLS, right? I'm going to do the math again just to make sure I'm not losing my mind here. So again, 7,500. Again, a yearly membership is $330. So that almost pays for a full 23 years. Can you believe it? So that one extra commission could pay for literally 2 decades of My State MLS membership. So that's one great way to make some extra money. But what else can you do to grow your business in 2021 and put some extra money in your pocket and make money through your MLS? I wasn't going to talk about this today, but we are so excited to do this. I figured, you know what? I'm going to tease it. I cannot wait to share this with everybody. And we're talking about maybe launching a side hustle for your real estate business. And what do we mean by that? Is My State MLS is going to be the first MLS that pays you. You've been paying for your MLS membership for years, for decades, depending on how long you've been in the business. You've been shelling out hundreds, thousands of dollars to pay for your MLS. But what if you could use My State MLS and get paid for using the platform? I want to introduce you to MLS Affiliate. This is a brand new program that pays you every time that you refer other real estate professionals to join and use My State MLS. And as your team grows and you get more MLS affiliates, that's going to give you more opportunities to earn. So what I want to do today is I want to give you your very first look at MLS Affiliate before anyone else. We haven't made an official announcement yet, so this is my treat to you for joining me this afternoon. I wanted to make sure that you were the very first people to learn about MLS Affiliate. So let's take a look.
You've been paying for your MLS for years, but what if your MLS paid you? My State MLS is the first nationwide multiple listing service with members in all 50 states and Puerto Rico. Members have been the center of My State MLS's business from the very beginning, and now it's time to give back. Meet MLS Affiliate, where influential members of the real estate community have a unique opportunity to generate passive income just by recommending the best tools in the real estate industry. Here's how it works. MLS Affiliate shares revenue with affiliate members by rewarding them with direct payments every time they refer qualified members who purchase MLS services. Affiliates can receive referral fees from their direct sales as well as for sales made by affiliates who join the program using their direct custom affiliate link. My State MLS and MLS Affiliate believe in giving you more for your money. That means the latest tools and technology backed by excellent customer service and protected with common sense rules. So are you ready to grow with us? For more information, visit us at mlsaffiliate.com.
So there it is. I wanted to make sure everyone got this sneak peek. Again, MLS Affiliate not officially launched just yet, but what I wanted to do today is I wanted to make sure you were the first people to know about it just by joining us on this webinar today. So that's my little thank you to you, my little token of appreciation. And before we wrap up, you're probably asking yourself, well, My State MLS sounds awesome. Well, who's already using it? Chances are some of your competition may already be using My State MLS to get more listings and to take away potential leads from you. It's already being used by brokers across the entire country for a variety of different reasons. They may not have had local MLS coverage before, or their local MLS was actually not a local MLS at all. It was actually 100 miles or 2 hours away from where they did their business. So what we're talking about is My State MLS and how it can benefit you and your team. So we're seeing so many brokers make that switch because not only do they want the added benefit and those tools, but they also want to get an edge over their competition. So if you're not a member of My State MLS What are you waiting for? All you have to do is log on. Very simple, very easy. Because again, if you're not using My State MLS, chances are someone in your area already is. If you want to get started, you can sign up at any time by visiting us at MyStateMLS.com. Just click on that sign up button right at the center of the page, and that's going to take you right through the process. You're going to be able to get your account started pretty much right away. As we went over before, we offer both monthly and yearly billing options. If you'd like to sign up as an individual, you can sign up at $40 a month. There's no long-term commitments and you can cancel at any time. Yearly billing is $330 for the full year and can save you $150 over that monthly rate by committing to that full year. If you're a broker and would like to be able to offer My State MLS to your entire company, we do offer those discounted office rates, which gives My State MLS accounts to all of your team at that discounted bundled rate. If you have any questions about office pricing or anything about My State MLS or MLS affiliate, please feel free to reach out to me. You can call me at 888-769-7657, or best yet, get directly in my inbox and send me an email at dave@mystatemls.com. Until then, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope to see you at future webinars. And again, we hope to see you on My State MLS very soon. All right, have a great day.